Hello, and welcome to the latest webinar in a new series brought to you by Reps Unlimited and our partners around the world. My name is Mike Thompson, and I'm Head of Team for Australia and New Zealand for Reps Unlimited, a sales and marketing representation company representing a diverse range of clients like hotels, resorts, destination management companies, and other travel-associated products. This time we have Johan from Cuba for Travel to discuss what is on offer in the destination, the home of the mojito. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Take it away, Johan.
Yeah, thank you, Mike, for giving me the opportunity to present my DMC here in Cuba and the destination. So, Cuba for Travel, DMC in Cuba, what we do mainly is we tailor make and quote tours for our clients. That's what we do. We don't work with prefixed tours or packages or anything. We tailor everything for our clients. We work mainly business to business. Our strong point is that we have a vast knowledge of the destination. We know the venues, we know all the activities, the things you can do here, the things you can visit, the experiences you can have, the places where you can stay, the places where you can eat. But also, I think important is that we are familiar with what the clients need, what is their perspective. So basically, these two together make it possible for us to really make a good tour that will help you sell. On top, we are in Cuba, so we are there we know, first of all, we get the first-hand information about the destination, and then once the clients are here, we are there to assist and make it all happen. So we are doing tourism here in Cuba since, myself, since 1998, and in the present business format, we are working since 2016. Now, why would you come to Cuba? Now, okay, Cuba is a typical Caribbean destination, but it is more than that. First of all, you got the great beaches, you got the sunny weather, you have the colonial heritage cities like Havana and Trinidad. You have a joie de vivre here. You have a joy of life with the culture of rum, of cocktails, of salsa music. You also have nature parks with hidden waterfalls and hiking you can do, hiking of all levels. And of course the tobacco, the cigars. Cuba is the land of the cigars. But Cuba is unique for being one of the last communist countries in the world. And basically you feel it because when you are here, you feel like you're stuck in time, you know. Cuba lives in a time wrap. You know, you see these classic vintage cars of the 50s still driving around in the streets. You see the wonderful old buildings that are still being used. But also there's no culture of consumerism. I mean, there's an embargo of the United States against Cuba. So you have no American brands here, no McDonald's or things like that. You don't have these commercial billboards everywhere in the streets. It's completely different. On top, people are very laid back, you know, people are easygoing, you know, it's a safe destination. It's okay to wander around in the streets and to talk to the people, mingle with the locals. All this is possible and is normal. Now, what are the places to visit? Now, first of all, of course, you have Havana, capital of the country. It is a world famous city. It's where the Cuban culture is, where the history is, where you find the Cuban identity. You have great colonial architecture in Old Havana. You have eclectic mansions in Vedado and in Miramar of the turn of the century, beginning of the 20th century. You get great nightlife for music, rum, cigars. You see here the pictures. You see the Capitol building that was a copy of the Capitol building in Washington in the 20s of the 20th century when there was a lot of American influence, and from that time come all these American cars. You see also the picture of the Parque Central, or the Central Park, it's called like that, just like in New York, the little park of Havana. But the iconic place of Havana is the seaside promenade, the seafront boulevard, the Malecon they call it. So that's where life is happening in Havana. It's you see that Havana is at the entrance of the Bay of Mexico, at the Atlantic Ocean, with an architecture of colonial times and the beginning of the 20th century. You see it, eclectic buildings, old American cars, people wandering the streets, everything laid back and quiet. Varadero is the beaches of, it's one of the best known beaches in the world, one of the best known beaches in the Caribbean. It's known for its blue water, its soft white sand beaches, calm, shallow waters. I mean, there are great hotels of all categories. Um, Almost all of them are straight at the beach and are all inclusive. So that means that all drinks and all meals are included in the stay for everybody in the hotel. You have many international brands, mainly from Spain, like Melia, Iberostar, but also Blue Diamond from Canada, Aston Hotels from Asia, but no American brands due to the embargo. The weather is always sunny most of the year. There are no big cities in the area, so it's just a small village, beaches and nature. That is for you. Here you have it. Great beaches, sandy, white sand, calm waters, the palm trees. It's all there. You can do things. You can go to islands in front of the coast with a catamaran. You can visit the house of Xanadu, the house of first historic house of Varadero. A great way to do a week or maybe 5 days in Havana is in Cuba is to do a combination of city and beach. So that's Havana for you, a few days to see everything what is Cuba, to get a real feel of what is Havana, of what is Cuba, and then just relax at an all-inclusive resort in Varadero. It's only 2 hours driving from one place to the other, and your international flight will either arrive in Havana or Varadero. So that's very easy and very compact, and it gives you great quality in your tour. But maybe you want to go more into the interior of the country to know something more about Cuba, and then you end up with a place like Vinales or Trinidad. Vinales, first of all, it's a tobacco growing area. People who want to explore tobacco, cigars in Cuba, they really have to go to the area of Vinales. And also it's a great place to do ecological tourism because it's a very beautiful valley, very picturesque, and you can really like do hikes there, meet the farmers, mingle with them, and learn more about what happens in the fields with the tobacco. You can go all the way to Trinidad. Trinidad is a provincial colonial city, very well preserved. It's a city is 500 years old, but its highlight was in the 19th century when it was the center of the sugarcane production in Cuba, in the valley nearby. So in those days, in the beginning of the 19th century, the most richest people of Cuba, of the whole Caribbean, the owners of the sugarcane plantations, they lived in Trinidad and they had palaces there, and most of them are still well preserved. It also has great Caribbean beaches nearby because Trinidad is really a place where you got it all. You got the historic city center, you got that history there, that culture there, great nightlife also in the historic center, pedestrian zone, but you also have the beaches. You can go to the beach there, very nearby, great Caribbean beach, or you go into the mountains in the backside of the village, of the town, and go for hiking to waterfalls. You have a very great variety of lodging there, from colonial homestays to boutique hotels and even to luxury beach resorts. All that is possible in Trinidad. You might go to the Bay of Pigs. It's an historic place for the Cuban Revolution. Maybe you remember that. that the Americans, they tried to attack Cuba or the Cuban Revolution there. But now it's a nature park along the Caribbean coast. You can do great snorkeling there and diving, hiking, bird watching. So it's really a pristine nature park. Or you might go to Cayo Santa Maria, which is a key. So in Cuba, there are several keys on the north side, on the north coast, that can be reached from the mainland by bridge roads. Cayo Santa Maria is one of them. It has really stunning beaches, wild nature. So imagine you're on an island, there is no local people basically there. There are no villages, only nature and beaches and high-end hotels. And Cayo Santa Maria frequently ranks in the top 10 of best beaches of the world of TripAdvisor. So great weather conditions there, calm sea, great beaches and great resorts. So the trips you can do that we can make for you, if you don't have a lot of time, a combination of Havana Varadero, 1 week at the most, do some sightseeing in Havana and then relax at the beach. You can get the best infrastructure there is in the country, the best lodging, best gastronomy, easy access, short distances, ideal for people who just want to have it all in a nutshell and enjoy their stay. People that have more time, maybe 8 to 11 days, they can get into the interior of the country. They can go to Viñales too, to Bay of Pigs, Trinidad, spend even some time at the beach of Varadero or Cayo Santa Maria. So then you can get really Havana, you can get into the interior of the country, you can go to parks, do snorkeling, enjoy nightlife, music, and relax at the beach. The best you can do is let us tailor the trip according to the wishes of your client. You know the client, you tell us how what kind of a person it is, and we try to tailor the best trip. Now, Cuba is about once in a lifetime experiences. So what you want to come and do here is tour Havana in a classic vintage car of the 50s. All this is possible. You want to swim with dolphins, it's possible here. You snorkel in the Caribbean, come over, we arrange it for you. You want to hike in the jungle to hidden waterfalls, we do it. You want to drink the mojito where it was invented in the Bodeguita del Medio in Havana, we bring you to the place and you will drink the mojito where it was invented. Cuba for travel, it's your DMC in Cuba. We tailor the trip of your clients. Just let us know what they want, how they travel, what hotels they are used to, what they want to see, what they want to experience. And we tailor the trip for your guests so they feel the trip is really straight on what they are looking for. That's what we do. That's the guarantee that we give you. So Mike, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Back to you.
Thanks for the update, Johan. Fascinating to hear of the various options when travelling to the destination with Cuba for Travel. If you would like more information, please visit our website www.reps-unlimited.com or email the team at sales@reps-unlimited.com. See you next time.